off.
Hello, everybody.
Hello there.
It's a whole week since you last see us. Have you missed us? Of course you've missed us. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's have a look in the chat. It's Mikey. Mikey's been here forever. Chuck. And Chuck's the first to say hit the like button. So if you're in there, hit that like button there. Robbie, Laurie, Jade, and Jay, and Brian. Happy birthday, Brian.
Yeah,
Brian's birthday today. He's 21 again today, isn't he, Brian?
Again.
Yeah, again, yeah, like me. Patrick, Steve Knowles, Caroline, Lauren from sunny Canada or snowy Canada, whatever.
Harvey.
Oh, Luke. Hi, Luke. How you doing? From
Caroline wants to know who Brains is.
And Harvey. Brains? Who's Brains? Oh,
Marcus, I reckon.
Yeah, Marcus, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know we had any brains.
I reckon our special guest is Brains.
A new intro. Patrick, where have you been for the last few weeks? You've been missing the beginning of the show, haven't you? We changed it. Jackie, just to let you know, the intro, at long last, have conceded, is public domain. I had an official apology from Facebook.
Well done.
See, fight, seek an old shot fight.
Hey, so Steve, quick question: How did you fight that? Is there
you can dispute it because first I checked with Jackie to obviously Jackie.
Yeah, I told you
all together, and I said Jackie give me the link to where it all come from. So I thought, right, I've got that.
I knew it was all 100%.
Yeah, there was some. What was it called? Some silly name that every time after the show on Facebook, it was saying that it's 15 or 16 seconds of their footage, and I basically said, well, no, it's not. And I said, it's public domain. How many more times do I have to tell you? I did it about 3 times. Eventually, I got an apology saying, yeah, okay, right. Public apology accepted. I thought, right, okay. If I get another one tonight, I'll just scream.
Nice work, Steve.
Can you use it again now? Does that mean you can use it?
Well, it was never theirs to dispute, Kev. It was the bit you see where the rocket's taken off. They
were claiming that was theirs, and I got that from a copy royalty-free one that says you can use it anywhere
you like. Yeah, public domain. So so they can go whistle. Hey, right, okie dokie. Right, so special show, special guest time. Do you reckon? What do you reckon? If you leave me in there and eat all the sausage rolls, you know that, and you'll go back and
get them out. We need sausage rolls.
There's all sausage rolls. I don't know why they put that in there. Anyway, special guest time.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
What are you eating, Jack? You're eating mince as well.
I've just got you all on YouTube. God, I'm so clever.
It's coming up to hot cross bun season, don't forget, people.
And it's pancake day as well soon.
Oh yeah, you put it on there, look, evening.
that was a test run.
So what I'll see Luke made a comment earlier on about.
He did.
Hang on, where are you? Right. It's been filmed for the BBC, the world's biggest ship.
Wow.
What the BBC is?
Well,
Ooh,
that was one you done before. That was the. What was that? That big. I can't remember what it was. Something. What's the biggest ship then?
Don't know. I've seen something on TV recently about the biggest cruise ship.
Was that not the Arcadia?
I can't remember the name.
Oh, right, might be.
is that based down Southampton, isn't it?
Not
The
sure.
Arcadia?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Talking about yachts and whatever, because the last time I was over in Spain, I went to Cartagena and I saw what's the Russian guy's yacht? You know, the one who owns Chelsea football ground. I can't remember his name. It'll come back to me. It was big. It was big and that ugly looking thing.
Hey, you are tonight, Steve.
It was a big yacht thing.
It wouldn't be the Titanic, would it?
That's it, Marcus.
That didn't work out too well, did it?
That sank on my birthday. Not my birthday.
I was going to say, you look a little
You look really good, Jackie, for that.
You're aging well, Jackie. You're aging well.
Yeah, I was going to say you very well, Titanic. Anyway. See, you come on here. Anyway, Kim, so what just I was going to say, Kim, just before we move on, I see the Grafton, is it Ian Bateman from Drone Seekers? He's been working over in the Grafton, the way you did that documentary.
Oh,
Grafton Underworld.
Underwood.
Grafton Underwood.
Underwood, yeah. They're reconstructing bits of it, apparently.
Yes, they are. Well, at the minute, they're actually doing. They're actually sort of. How can I put this? They're restoring the old operations building.
Okay.
Which is pretty much the only building that's intact. But they've got very big plans for it. It's going to be a museum inside. Yeah, very exciting thing. I mean, I tell it too. I mean, the people are actually doing it voluntarily, clearing everything away. They've discovered different objects. You know,
big sinks they've found there. They've been around about 60 years, I reckon.
Yeah.
Some sinks, wouldn't they?
Quite a bit.
He's eating sweets as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was
left out here. I'm
scratching
gonna have to go
my
get
nose.
my
I was scratching my nose, and I didn't want it on. You know, geez.
Yeah, of course. A lot of the pilots from that air base came from Idaho.
Yeah, Marcus.
I'm sorry, Kim. We're ruining your.
That was Marcus's ancestors, I reckon.
So, Kim, it was after you did your Grafton Underwood documentary, wasn't it? That they saw it and thought, oh my God, we've got to restore this.
Well, yes. I'm not sure. I'm not going to stick my neck out here and say that because as what they're actually doing is, I think they did have some plan, but when the video went out and it did capture quite a large audience, especially from Idaho. I had a lot of emails from Idaho because a lot of the pilots came from there. A lot of relatives are from Idaho. And they've had a lot of support internationally. And I think it's contributed some awareness of this site and thinking of the importance. There are other sites quite close by. There's Polebrook, which again, that was another American air base. But for some reason, the 384 seems to be quite a popular place. And yes, they're doing this. This is quite a big building. You'll see if you ever go, or just type in Grafton Underwood or Grafton Underwood, it will show you. There's a drone pilot there. I think he's Graham Butlin, who does some drone shots there of the progress of it, and it's all looking very exciting. I mean, it'd been nice if Steven Spielberg had decided to use that for that new film. Is it the new series that's coming out?
That would have been really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they're doing it in Oxford.
What's Steven Spielberg doing?
What series is that?
It's going to be a new television series, but it's based, as far as I'm aware, and it's still going ahead. It's being filmed at this moment, and it's going to be based like one of the American bases. So it would be very similar to the 384 at Grafton Underwood. And that we were hoping that maybe they might have come up to Grafton and sorted that out, but there was no runway. Unfortunately,
I think it was actually, if I remember rightly, it was because a couple of the American bases are now closed down. Well, I think it was Wethersfield. Was it Wethersfield or something like that? That's out sort of more towards Essex way. Near, there's a couple of them have actually closed down. Obviously, we've got 2 American bases, obviously not far from here, Mildenhall and Lakenheath. So they're still pretty much. I heard Mildenhall was actually closing, but that was a long while ago, and it's still open. So
yeah. I mean, I hope it all goes ahead, and they get the funding to do this project, and it's an amazing project, and I've really give them a pat on the back for what they're doing, because it's a lot of hard work involved. And like I say, these people are all volunteers, and they're amazing guys. Probably when I retire, I might be able to help out a bit.
So someone just asked you to share your
along with me walking stick,
Well, I think I've done that. Maybe someone's already done it. I don't know. Someone's asked me to share your.
Check it out, and especially there's 2 videos you've got to watch on Kim's channel.
Yes.
Watch actually, there's 3, isn't there? You got the Grafton one. You've got the chasing of the trains.
Yep.
And then there's the one where they abseil down that whopping great chimney as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, down the tower, the lift tower.
Yeah.
Would not get me down there. My niece has been down there. My niece has done that. And also a friend of mine, work colleague of mine, went down there. And the particular one with the work colleague, who I was filming, I think he forgot that he got the microphone. And I could see his legs going like this. It was coming down, yeah. They actually got into a little bit of trouble, because as they were about halfway down, there was a rogue storm hit.
Oh.
And there was like his wife was swinging like this.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Whoa.
200 feet up. No.
That's Stephen there. It's Stephen Deere, is it? Take it.
Yeah.
Over you getting on over your tumble on your bike, Steve. That looked pretty impressive on film. I know Jackie soon said, "Hope you got the camera running." He come across on his bike, and little Jackie's worried about, did you have the camera running? Because I watched it on him do it again.
I watched that about 6 times. I checked that he was all right. Then I checked that the camera was all right. And then the sound was because the mic hit the ground. And then I kept playing it and slowing it in just the right place to get him that screenshot.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for him to get better so we can go out and do Tibby Dam.
Yeah, it says his rib's still hurting.
ASP. That's yeah.
Get well.
Oh, that's
Owen.
Yeah, that's Owen.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, sorry, Owen. Yes, yeah.
There you go.
Every week I say this, and every week I'm going to do it. I'm getting to know these names, but something come up there, and I think of that's someone already spills the bean. Right.
Hey, Steve or Kim, how many? There still are U.S. bases in the UK, correct?
Yeah.
There's one near you, Steve, isn't there?
I've got Mildenhall near me.
Mildenhall, that's it.
Is Alconbury still going?
No,
that's closed, isn't it?
That's closed down, is it?
Supposedly it's closed.
Mildenhall is scheduled to close when, I don't know. And also Lakenheath, which is a little bit further over from Mildenhall. I'm not sure what the score is with that one, but yeah, but it was nice. My band used to go. We used to play over there years ago, all them years ago, long while ago. But,
I remember. Long time ago. Now that I think about it, long time ago.
Long time ago.
I used to deliver dairy products to Fort Lewis in Washington State, and there was a huge UK contingent there on Fort Lewis because I used to deliver dairy products to them. And the Queen's Scottish Guard, and there were other, and I delivered to their kitchens, and they always. One thing I know about you British is you like your heavy cream, because boy did they buy a bunch of cream.
We only like real cream though. They bring all this artificial cream out, and it's what was that artificial cream they brought out? I can't remember what it was called now. They said, "Oh, it's just like cream. It tastes just like cream." No, it doesn't. Elmley, that was it.
Elmley, yes.
Yeah. He said it sounds just. Oh look, Carol said I used to deliver dairy products. Milkman.
Well,
That's exactly what I was. I was proud to be a milkman.
My dad
Carolyn.
was a milkman.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least his name wasn't Ernie.
Ernie, yeah. Because you know he drove the fastest milk cart in the West in Ernie.
Ernie.
Except for I did it in a Class 8 tractor trailer with a 48-foot trailer behind me. So yeah,
Oh wow!
That's a lot of milk, isn't it?
that's
Yeah.
a lot of
So
milk.
he didn't have a horse and cart then, called the horse called Trigger.
By the end of his journey, he was delivering milkshakes, weren't you, Marcus?
That probably was the fastest milk cart in the West.
At times it could have been. Now, sadly, they put governors on those.
You know,
trucks.
Kevin, probably a Corvette, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Corvette based milk float.
Yeah, I will tell you a little secret though. If you guys, if we can all just keep it between us.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So on Interstate 5, big major highway going through Washington State, there was a rest area. And so my fellow Darigold milkmen, we'd all kind of take it was a union job, so we'd take our last union break at that rest area. But what happened was it was always a race back to the plant. We'd all be sitting there talking. Then all of a sudden, one guy would make a break for it. He'd run for his truck. So then we all ran for our trucks. And then it was who could get it fired up fast enough and get rolling back to the dairy. And we would literally have milk truck races on Interstate 5. I'm not kidding. There were times I'll never forget a buddy of mine. I was pulling him hard. I was ahead of him. I was grabbing gears pretty hard. We finally were down by the dairy, and he just pulled ahead of me. We came to a stoplight. He pulled into the middle of the intersection, and he just stopped, put on his brakes, blocking me from getting through the intersection because he knew if he let me get around the corner, I'd pass him. So he just stopped, waited until I had a red light, and then he left again.
Harvey's got a good point there. He said that we can start a milk dairy, maybe do an electric vehicle, environmental friendly, good idea. Surprised it's never been thought of.
No.
You're right, Harvey. You're right. It was thought of probably about 50 years ago.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
There was an electric car. There were no electric cars, weren't they? But
Well, yeah, the electric milk floats, yeah. Our milkman Wally had one.
yes.
So a little dairy trivia. You know what killed home delivery of milk?
What?
It was when
Supermarkets.
well, that's part of it. But when they went to pure pack paper cartons as opposed to glass bottles,
Didn't stay
because you
fresh.
didn't have to. Yeah, you didn't have to return the bottles, and people. It was a pain to
Oh,
take
cool,
those bottles back to the grocery store. So pure pack carton. That's what killed home delivery.
Wow.
Mm.
Steve said you must have sold a lot of milk to Polo drones.
You know, all kidding aside, that's what did it. No joke.
Don't forget, you got dairy products. I mean, obviously, their milkmen you sell eggs, cheese,
Right.
butter, all sorts of things. I think one of you do have Tesco's on the side after a while. I mean, it's just amazing. Oh, orange juice. Forgot the orange juice used to come in bottles, the same as milk bowl.
That
Frozen
used to be
pies.
free at one time.
Frozen
Orange
Orange
pies.
juice used to be free for children
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we used
after the war.
obviously at the school we used to have the little third bowls of milk at school
Yeah.
During the war.
during the war.
Oh,
There we
start
go.
with it,
Just
yeah.
the only way I think that milk should be served is really
Hang on,
cold.
swing a light.
When I was
I
a
don't
boy,
like warm milk. Anyway,
I'll bet you remember Northern Dairies, Kim.
yeah, I do actually.
do you remember Asquith Dairies?
See now right there, that's when I would have turned off my camera.
I've got no faults with that at all, mate. Generally, I turn my head.
Marcus, stop milking it. Oh, dear.
Yes.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
So
poor
it's mint.
Steve. He
Making
said,
his
you
nose
said
run.
earlier on, don't make him laugh because it hurts his rib.
Well, that was a joke, Terry, wasn't it? About the guy who knocked the door and chucked a pint of milk over that person, and the other bloke turned and said, "How dare he?"
God, you must have put 8 in then. You ain't going to be able to speak now.
Phone off him.
Margaret Thatcher, the milk snatcher. Bless.
I don't want to sneeze and I have to wipe my lens down.
No.
Hi, Gary.
Gary.
Chuck's
hello,
got a
Gary.
good
Whoa.
idea. He
Brian,
says
Gary's
he's
in the house.
Brian,
Kim video.
Brian bought his drone seat. Did anyone see the picture of the cake that Mary made?
I did. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
So Mary, if you're listening, December, you've got plenty of time to plan it.
I want Steve, I would like a Sally cake.
A Sally cake, the one she
Yeah.
made me.
Oh, it was absolute perfection. I love Cadbury's fingers. I love chocolate buttons. I love gold fingers. And it had all of them. It was just. Oh.
Well, she made my daughter a birthday cake last March, and I said, I don't get cakes like that. And I forgot all about the comments about that. So Sally, you are watching, so you know it's true. I'm sure she's there somewhere. I don't know where yet, but she's there. And so I want it. So she said, I'm going to make you a cake. I went, no, bother. I'd forgotten all about the cake. And then she said, I've sent a picture of the cake, and this is cake. Wow.
No, it was cake perfection.
What did Charlie put in his mouth?
You don't want to know,
Patrick.
You don't want to know, Patrick.
Let's watch some Kim. Yeah, let's watch some Kim.
Let's watch some Kim.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Good
Oh, I'm this in the meantime. Yay! I've got it.
And this guy, this one actually is not. This is not actually.
She missed it, Kim. She didn't even look.
No, didn't even flinch, did she?
Yeah.
This is not actually a drone video. However,
What is it?
you'll see. I think it's wonderful.
Oh,
Very well
they look
filmed.
like hard
I
work.
thought it was
Yeah.
very well. I couldn't
That's
resist
right.
that. I must have watched that. But, I mean, so it wasn't a drone, but it was a flying thing.
Yeah, that's good enough.
It was me and Owen last week. We went to our local nature reserve.
Somerley.
We hadn't been there before. It was our local. It was one that we hadn't tried before, and we were out there with our cameras, and we were quite amazed at the amount of wildlife. And then we spotted this swan that looked like, I thought, that's swimming, sort of paddling a bit strange. So when I zoomed in with my lens, we could see this ice all breaking up and everything. It was
Yeah,
actually
amazing.
breaking its way through.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I've never seen it before. That's the first time I've actually seen it. So I thought, well, I'll put it on, but I never had an idea. I didn't realise it was going to end up on this show.
Gary says, was that a Swan song video?
Yeah, I noticed what Gary said. It should have been, yeah.
Terry
Oh,
does
Gary.
the jokes. Oh, you said you
Swan
should have
Lake.
used. Oh, no, you said you should have used. Yeah, well, we're on. So you should have used Swan Lake.
Swan Lake.
Well, apparently, I had one of the comments said that it was actually a cob, which is the male swan.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, how the hell does he know that?
It's on the beak, isn't it?
it's
What do
one
you
of the
think was
hard-
cutting through that ice, Kim?
Probably it was a man. Yes, I know. I don't know. I couldn't tell. There was at the front of it. It's got a picture of a swan which is doing a dip, and it's got its tail up in the air. So whether he thought that was the same swan and sort of looked at the back end of it, I don't know. But it wasn't the same swan; it was a totally different one. So.
Because that is the one thing with swans. I mean, most wildlife, like birds. I mean, like, you know, blackbirds and whatever, they're different colours, aren't they? The male is normally more colourful than the female, but the swans seem very similar.
Swans
I think it's something to do with the beak. I'm sure it is.
They're just white, aren't they?
It's just white,
Pretty much.
and you go too close to them, they break your arm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I've heard that.
I've never had that experience. I wouldn't want to try either.
Don't mess with the swan.
And they're all protected by the Queen as well.
That's
so
it.
there
They
we are.
all belong to the Queen, don't they?
Yeah.
They do, yeah. Well, she wants to come down and feed them, didn't she? Miss them.
Do they know? Do those swans know that they belong to the Queen?
Yeah, they go back to Buckingham Palace every night. Which you don't ever see a swan at night, do you? See, that's right. They all fly off.
They all go
Geese
back
go
to
in
the
one
palace.
direction.
A bit like pigeons, but on a bigger scale.
You see, our local pond has got Canadian geese on it. It's a long way to fly for a day out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Canadian geese.
Yeah, they wanna-
But Lauren, have you still got plenty of snow in Canada? That's what I want to know. That's why we've got all the Canadian geese over here. They come over here for nice weather. Oh, we should have stopped off at Spain. We've got even better weather.
Yeah, it's been snowing quite heavily in is it the eastern side?
Yeah, the
Mark?
Northeast. In fact, my friend Ron Brown messaged me this morning, and
Yeah, they've got
they
snow there.
seldom get snow in Margate City, but he has
Yeah.
2 feet of snow in his front yard. 2 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
When was the last time, Kim, in the UK that we had 2 feet of snow? I can't remember. Back in the 60s, maybe? I don't know if you
I
probably
know
remember
when
that far back.
the deepest drifts we had was back in 1979.
Was it
And I was on my
1979?
motorbike at the time. I got
1979.
stuck. I think it took me 4.5 hours to travel just 4.5 miles.
You asked the great question, why she didn't fly away? She has wings and it's less difficult. Very true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they make a lot. I'll make hard work of it, don't they?
Only the swan knows for sure.
Exactly.
Perhaps this one was just having fun.
For drones,
Washing up the
the
ice.
terror in the sky at the moment, I don't know what you have in Spain or
Gold.
in America. We they are increasing in numbers, and that's the red kite.
Oh, really?
They are up here. There's loads of them.
Yeah.
We're getting loads and loads. We see. I mean, Owen, he's actually photographed some, and they're getting quite brave now. If you send your drone up, you won't. There's no kites in the sky. Red kites flying about. Within about 2 minutes, a red kite will appear and come and it'll come and investigate what you're doing.
Because someone told me that gulls are, I mean, I've never experienced it, fortunately, but someone told me that gulls are the, well, Carolyn said, she said that, red kites.
Yeah.
In the United States, it's shotguns.
Oh, really?
No, that was a joke.
I thought you meant shooting the red kites.
That could be too.
Shooting the drones down.
I wonder if that was a red kite that attacked mine, Jackie.
Don't know.
But when your battery fell out.
No. We were.
I won't wash with the insurance company, Terry.
Yeah.
One you got the video of.
The one I got the video of, yes.
That wasn't a red kite, though, was it?
I don't know. I'm not an ornithologist. I don't know birds.
So Terry, was that with the FPV drone?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I feel sorry for any bird that tangles with that drone because it would cut him to pieces.
Have you flown yours recently, Marcus?
Oh, it's been a little over a week. The first couple of batteries, and that's been it. It's just been so blasted cold and gloomy here.
Yeah.
Much like the UK, I presume. I don't know.
So you have a long string to it. Gary. Yeah, he had a child on the end of it.
That's a typical Garyism, isn't it?
Yeah. You can only expect that from Gary.
Where would we be without Gary? We'd known if Gary wasn't here anymore, wouldn't we? We didn't really know if he wasn't here anymore. We lost.
Yeah, we'd be lost without him.
We would. Nice one, Gary. You keep up the good track. We like it.
Well, we were due to go out last week, but we got rained off.
Yeah.
Rain and wind. We were going to a desert, weren't we?
Yeah, we're going out this week.
We'll keep your face warm. There we are.
We're going Tuesday, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We got rained off on a desert.
I know. Unbelievable, eh?
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had a meet-up cancelled because of rain.
Garyism.
What's a Garyism?
That's a new word.
Actually, Gary is a dying name. Not many people name Gary these days. Don't use the name anymore. That's why. They know Gary. Right. What's the time? Oh, yeah. We can't do the joke yet.
No.
You got to answer.
I got one.
What's going on? Just gives us the Chinook winds make it warm.
Oh, yeah, the Chinook winds. They come off the mountains, don't they? We had them in Calgary.
Mm.
I thought it was an airplane. Chinook.
No,
helicopter.
Yeah.
Chinook.
That was
Indian.
Captain Ray. Hi,
Is it
Ray.
the Indian?
Hey, Captain Ray's here. Nice.
Yeah, is it Lauren who lives in Calgary, in Canada? Is it Lauren?
Where are you, Lauren? We're in Canada.
He's in Calgary. Yeah, he's
It
in
is Calgary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I used to live,
Mm.
and we used to get them come off the mountains. I think that's warm winds.
I mean, Canada's. I've probably said it before. Canada must be the only place I know that has such a mix. We all have weather, but I mean, they have like from -30 to +30. I mean,
Wow.
Yeah.
60 degrees or a swing from high
When it's
to low.
cold. It's cold.
How long did you live there for then, Kim?
Nearly 2 years.
Nice.
Didn't stay there very long. I wanted to stay
Too
longer.
cold.
But that's another story.
Ah.
So, Kim, there is a rumor. There is a rumor. I'm sure it's a rumor. Lauren might know the answer to this, but I had a rumor that they are thinking about bringing out an Inspire 3.
Oh yes, I've
I
heard
don't think
this
they
as
will.
well.
Personally.
Inspired 3. What was the other thing?
Phantom
Mark?
5.
Phantom 5.
There is a Phantom 5 already.
That's
Part two.
that's
Not really
that's
about-
kind of a joke because, in other words, I guess the point is that everybody is always looking for that next DJI drone.
Yes.
How long has it been since we've been hearing about Inspire 3 rumors? I mean, a long time. And all kidding aside, there are still people that talk about the Phantom 5. They just can't stand the thought that the Phantom drone is dead.
Very good question. The Auto Nano. Is that the smaller one, the Nano? I thought it was the light.
So
Hang
it's
on.
the sub 250, yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm assuming then that that's the same rules as the Mini 2. I'm guessing over
Yeah,
the
I would
UK
have thought so. Yeah.
because it's sub 250, isn't it? That's what
Yeah.
makes it that rule. So, Gary, yes, you answer the question.
So time to get one, Gary.
I like this drone. Was he put it? Drone question which is strange on here. I see.
It's been one of those non-drone nights, isn't it?
Yeah.
Marcus, can I ask you a question?
Anytime.
No, you
Excellent.
can't have his
Because
Skydio too.
We had an update for the Mavic 3, didn't we? On the app.
On the app and the drone.
And the drone.
Yeah.
When did that come out? How long ago was
Here
it?
in the U.S., I first saw it, I believe, right after the show last week. So Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's just that when I flew me drone the other day, it just popped up on the screen to say, "Oh, a new update." And I thought, well, I'm going to get it. If that's the one I'm thinking it is, I'll stop and do all the doings. And I did. It was the one with all this, well, almost all the stuff that we wanted, hasn't it?
We're pretty close. And in fact, Chuck was commenting in the chat just a minute ago. The one thing that is kind of holding the Mavic 3 up for a lot, particularly professionals like you, at least people on the US are seeing slow satellite acquisition.
Yes.
Now, I don't see it so much where
it's
I'm at.
terrible in the UK. I don't know what it's like over in Idaho, but here we have to wait like 5-10 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that just isn't going to work, particularly if you're in commercial. If you're just a hobbyist, hey, you know what? It's more time. Of course, you could miss the shot too, right? Even as a hobbyist, but yeah.
It won't let you. Well, I presume it will let you take off, but you won't get a home point or anything like that.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. I noticed that today because me and Owen was out flying early this afternoon, this morning, well, somewhere midday, and it wouldn't let me fly until it had got those satellites. I think it's a minimum of 8, is it? 8?
Yeah, 8 or 9. Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, eventually, after I've been flying for about 10 minutes, I had 25. I've never been that hot before.
Chuck saying the same thing. What he goes overseas with GPS Mavic 3, 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get a satellite signal.
And Lauren just said something there too. He said there's an issue with obstacle avoidance. I haven't seen it. I'm curious to what Lauren is seeing.
Yeah.
15 minutes in Thailand. No, is that 1.5 minutes?
1.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, who's got one of these?
What is it?
What is it?
A mobile phone?
Yep, got one of them.
Oh, that's a
Holding one.
You got one of these, Jackie?
What is it?
It's
a phone
the
that
Z
folds
Fold.
Samsung.
Oh, is that the Samsung?
The Samsung. I've got it the right way up. I don't know if I got. Yeah, got it right way up.
Yeah.
The Samsung Z Fold. Brilliant monitor.
I've heard that. I heard it doesn't
12.
dim, stays real bright.
That's it. You put it that way in on your. I'll show you whilst.
That folds up, does it?
Yeah,
You got your controller. You have to excuse me here. Get your controller. You literally lift up.
Crikey.
And the screen brightness on here is amazing. You probably see my door.
Oh yeah.
See how bright that is.
Yeah.
In the daytime, we were trying this, and the quality of the picture as well, because the Mavic 3 now sends. Is it 1080? Marcus, is it 1080?
I believe 2.7 on the Mavic 3.
What are the? No, 2.7
to the actual.
I don't quote me. I'd have to look it up, Kim, but I believe it is.
But it's a brilliant, and this little device. I'm trying to think of the guy whose name is now in an American. Oh, he's been on for years. I think he actually runs a little bit of a company.
I'll find the answer to that.
I can't think his name. One of the YouTubers.
Original
John
Dobo,
Copy.
maybe?
Sorry, who?
Is it Dobo? Original Dobo?
No. The little fat guy. Say that.
John Cuppy.
Eh?
John Cuppy.
No, I can't think what his name is. I'll have to think. Anyway, I saw him advertising this because the nice thing about this is because obviously you've got to bring your phone and everything. And for anybody who wants anything bigger, obviously you take this off Can you still see it? You take that off, and then you just leave that on. And that's it. It packs away perfecto.
Yeah.
That's slick.
Oh, it's one. I saw him. I'm trying to think what his name is though. Oh, anyway, so that stays on your drone. So if you ever want one of these, the nice thing, it just folds away. You can put it away. And anyway, yeah, I'll sort of get that one in. So if you ever want a Z Fold, or you're in possession of a Z Fold, and you have a drone, don't be frightened to use it, because this thing is as powerful as your Crystal Sky, and I think that other one, Marcus, you can get now. There's another one now, isn't there? Not the Crystal Sky.
The Triple Tech.
Yes, it's a Triple Tech.
Yeah.
You know, equally. I mean, obviously, it's not as tough as a Triple Tech, but as for brightness in the daytime, it's brilliant.
Kim, I can't. I'm looking at the spec on this, and I can't see what the actual.
It's 1200 nits, Gary.
Oh, is that all right? Yeah, because Gary wants to know. I was trying to look out for it, but I couldn't find it. It's not on their website.
Yeah, it's one of the brightest phones on the market. I mean, they are expensive.
Ray, that's what you're talking about. Kim, Ray. What's this? Deep Farnet. Air photography.
And get yourself one of these. They are amazing. I'll tell you what, the best drone. I don't know what Marcus' opinion is, but the picture quality on these is phenomenal.
Yeah. It's the best drone I've ever owned, Kim. Period. End of report. Yeah.
Anybody? I mean, I've seen some critics, and obviously, there's a lot of people. You know, have.
Oh well, as Marcus said, it's the latest drone that everyone likes to hate. But I think they're moving on to the Autel now. Every time that goes wrong, somewhere along the line. But at the end of the day, you know, I've seen the footage of the Autel drones, and the quality is brilliant. Whether it's worth the amount of money, I personally wouldn't spend the money because I wouldn't benefit from it from my point of view.
Likewise.
But you know, I to be honest, I took my Mini 2 out with me today. I took the racing drone out. I used one battery on a Mini 2. I thought, right, bought with that now. Get the FPV out. It just has to be done.
Marcus, another question, because you're the only other one I know who's got the Mavic 3 on the show. When you got it in sport mode and you're throttling up, so to speak, have you noticed when you're flying, it banks now?
Oh.
Next time you're going at some speed and you turn a corner,
when you yaw,
it literally tilts like that.
Ooh.
I'll be
Like
darned.
an FPV drone.
Sorry.
Well, like an FPV drone.
Yeah, it was weird, but the gimbal stayed in the right position, which was so weird to look at. The when you were banking,
the drone
it would go like that.
Without banking on the right stick.
It would left or right, no matter which way you went. If you were banking left, it would tilt up against it, just like an FPV, and the other way.
But not the footage. The
not the
footage
gimbal.
stayed level.
The
This
gimbal
little
stays
fella.
level.
I can't show you now because it's locked, but
Because the gimbal's
that would
lost.
stay
Yeah.
level,
Yeah.
and the drone would tilt. Oh,
I have to
God.
pay
Can
attention.
we sort of do that
Oh.
a bit into the wind? Because I mean, I remember my. Oh, that wouldn't be my style.
Well,
It
I
was
was
very strange.
I watch
Owen
my
would-
Mini
I
2
mean-
sometimes, and the Mini 2, it almost goes at a 45-degree angle when it's flying.
Well, that's pitching forward.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it just
Sideways.
fascinates me how much it does actually pitch forward. I've
I've
never
never
actually
seen a
known
drone
it to
do
much.
that before, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I'll need to pay attention, Kim. I'll be honest with you. We've got several Mavic 3 flyers in the chat. Lauren, Ray Kelly, I know, Chuck. Have you
Chuck,
guys seen that?
yeah.
And
I
Ross.
only noticed it in sports mode, and I was like, we were up at the Harrington Airfield, Steve,
Yes.
where I really throttled it out, and we wanted to see how it was, and I just happened to turn, and I said to Owen, I said, "My God, look at that! It's actually banking into the turn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy! You see a drone, normally it will." You don't see it like that.
Yeah.
Was
Right.
it that much though, Kim? Was it over that much? Was it?
When you see it, I mean, I wish I could have.
Lauren is confirming it in the chat.
Yeah. At
and
speed it does.
yeah, Lauren actually did a lot of beta testing with the Mavic 3, so
Okay,
he's
yeah.
very familiar with it.
Incredible, absolutely incredible, and it really does feel. It's how you. I don't know what it's like with FPV, obviously, but when you're actually flying it and you do bank fast, it tilts up and then goes round almost on its side, nearly on its side.
So what is the speed of the Mavic 3 in sport mode? Does anyone know?
I think right about 48 miles an hour, Steve. It's a fast drone, and just saying what that speed number is a little deceptive. The ascent speed and descent speed are really fast,
Right.
and it's very responsive as well. It accelerates really quickly. So they definitely put some of that FPV technology into the Mavic 3.
I wonder how far it would have to turn for the horizon to start tilting.
I don't know. I think there'll be a fail-safe in that to actually stop it doing that. It would only tilt so much. But I think it's sort of an energy saver as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's a good point that Chuck made. So one of the reasons that those arms are shaped like they are and some of the things that they did with that, they said was aerodynamics. So that probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Hitting the ground too fast.
Yeah. Quite right, Gary.
Exactly. That's with the FPV drone. You see, when you're doing that, when that's flying at 65 miles an hour, you get red and yellow lights flashing. You say, "Yeah, you keep going descending like that, and you're going to meet the ground very shortly."
Kim, how many drones have you got now?
Well, I've got two.
Oh, just two.
Just two, yeah.
You got the FPV drone, Kim?
No, I haven't bought it yet. No, no. Everyone thought. I thought when you put FPV, I thought.
Yeah,
it might be a bit of an FPV. Isn't this got an FP? I think the Mavic. Is it the Mavic that's got FPV mode?
I think you got it. I know you do on the Air 2S. So I've never looked on the Mavic 3, but I don't know why it wouldn't have an FPV mode.
Well, I saw it pop up on the menu.
Yeah,
and I went,
right.
Oh, that must be for the FPV, but
yeah.
Oh,
here's what we need to do,
Laurie. You need to
do it. Yeah,
do it.
Kim, this is what you need to do. You need to take
Caroline, that's how the sport mode that is, Caroline. I'm sure if I put it in manual mode, which will happen one day,
I know what Steve's going to
say. Sorry.
But Kim, if you put that thing into FPV mode and make a video of it flying around and swooping and diving, and then post the video, and you can fool these guys. You can say, "Yeah, I got the FPV drone."
oh no, Marcus.
Oh, that's right, Terry. Because you won't see the props in the shot, so you wouldn't know. You'd know.
I'd take the props out anyway.
Well, you don't see the props in mine.
No. Yeah, you could adjust. You could crop in the sensor so you don't see them.
That's right. Yeah, you just zoom forward slightly, and you don't see the props in mine.
Yeah.
At all.
I'm just giving you guys a hard time. Why?
We're going to give it back to you, boy.
Sure will, Chuck. Anyway, we have got another video. Well, time's coming up. Where's your time gone?
Oh, crikey. I'm going to have to go in a minute.
Yeah, you can't go yet. We've got to show this video first. And that one. Right.
Please release me. Let me go.
This is another one of Kim's videos I thought was rather good.
Do you want picking up Tuesday, by the way? Yeah.
Call the taxi. Right, here we go.
I've forgotten about that one, Kim. That's another one of Kim's you've definitely got to watch.
Yeah.
The strange thing is about that one. I'm just looking at it now. I nearly had 7,000 views. I do not know why.
Wow.
Cool.
It just went crazy, and I thought, well, what's going on here? What's making people watch this? Maybe it's the algorithms or whatever they call it.
The classic is, Kim. I've actually been to both those places.
Well, where's your video, Steve?
Yeah, come on.
Watch it. Yeah, you want to check it out?
Yeah, it was. I was trying to. I'd actually spent a little time there, and I don't know if you ever tried these orbital functions on the Mavic 2. And you focus on a particular point, you have to literally step it out and measure it to make sure it's not going to smack.
Yeah. Well, you know, Kev, if you remember, we went to the windmill, Kev, and I tried that with a Mavic 2. And when I wasn't really actually, I shouldn't say this, but I was actually paying attention. When I watched the footage, my drone must have missed the sail by about an inch. We was going around, and he was going around, and he suddenly thought, I think I'll cut across this bit. I went, no!
That's the trouble, isn't it? You've got to keep your eye on it. I mean, like I was watching it going under the viaduct, and I could see it was going to, I thought it would have done, it wouldn't have done, it would have actually missed it, but on caution, I actually brought it in a little bit, and when it was going underneath,
You see the movement, can't you?
Yeah, I thought. But I don't
That's
know.
why I like the aiming points on the FPV.
Hello, Bernie.
See, that's why Kim, not because 7,000 people loved your work. That's it.
Thank you, Gary.
There you go.
Thank you, Gary.
Right. So, was it manual orbits where it's at? Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I can do it the hard way. Yeah, you're right there. It is the hard way. I'll do it the way Kim does it. Right. Anyway, it's that time. What do you reckon, Terry?
Oh no!
Right. Oh, anyone in the chat want a joke from Terry?
Yes.
Let's see how many
Nah.
first. Wait for it.
Wait. See, look, there's no reply. There's no
replies.
Quick.
So
Got
no one
a
wants a
reply.
joke. No one wants
Yes.
a Terry joke.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Thanks, Gary. What a friend you are.
That's two. That's three. Hey, Jackie, that's cheating.
Check.
Two more, and you get a joke.
Patrick Morris.
Yeah, Kelly.
Ray Kelly.
Patrick. Chuck.
Uno Mas. There's Carolyn.
enough.
That's it.
That's
Come
it.
on,
That's
There
Terry.
you go.
Yeah, go for it, Terry.
I'm sorry you
I'm
come.
ready. I'm ready.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
The floor's all yours, Terry.
I got it. I'm ready. An 85-year-old couple, married for almost 60 years, died in a car crash. Went to the pearly gates. They'd been in good health for the last 10 years, mainly as a result of the wife's interest in healthy diets and exercise. St. Peter welcomed them into a heaven, took them to their small palace in heaven, complete with a large bedroom, jacuzzi, full kitchen, and a billiard table. How much will this cost? Asked the husband. Nothing, St. Peter responded. This is heaven. Everything is free. Next, he took them to the championship golf course, just minutes away from their mansion. They would have golfing privileges whenever they wanted. An angel as a caddy, on command, and the course even changed daily to represent the most elite courses on earth. This is stupendous, the wife asked again. What are the green fees? Again, St. Peter said, nothing. This is heaven. Everything is taken care of. Next, he took them to the equivalent of a 5-star restaurant next to the course. Wagyu beef, prime rib, lobster, veal, salmon, rare vegetables and spices. All one could eat. How much again? Again, St. Peter responded, free. To the wife, he said, this is heaven. The husband paused. Well, this is all nice, but do you have any low cholesterol, low fat options? St. Peter chuckled. Oh, in heaven, you don't have to worry about earthly problems. You will never get fat, and you will never get sick. Suddenly, the husband grew angry. and screamed towards the sky. Tears were rolling down his face. He went bright red. St. Peter and the man's wife tried calming him down, but he kept getting angry and more upset. "What's the matter?" the wife asked as the tears were cascading down his face. "Why aren't you happy here?" And the man responded, "This is all your bloody fault. If it weren't for your bloody brown muffins and paleo chicken recipes, we could have been here 10 years ago."
Terry's joke of the week.
Very good.
That was a good one, Terry.
Well, Caroline said keep it under 5 minutes. I was about 4 minutes from 30.
Oh, I got some more, Caroline. 9 minutes, I think.
and was that a joke, Terry?
I've got yours to tell yet, Gary. I've only got one smile from Caroline.
Oh, no.
Ray.
Oh, Carol.
Oh, Caroline, just
You
one.
only
That's
joined us-
beautiful.
You only joined us just for the joke.
Yeah.
The joke now.
It's coming. As is Christmas.
Tanya, hello. How are
Hey,
you?
there's
Hi,
Tanya.
Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. You missed the joke. Thank goodness, she said.
I'll deliberately wait until after the joke sound up.
The number of watching is going up now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no one
they
wants
were
to.
joined for Terry's joke.
We've all
That's
been waiting
right.
for Terry's
That's
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want me to say it again, do you?
Should we start again?
So Tanya said she
Hang
did.
on.
No, I just erased it. You don't say that to me.
I have the power.
Well, Bernie had to work today. Poor Bernie.
Oh no.
We were rehearsing Guys and Dolls today, and all the dancers were practicing. And as they started to warm up, they were singing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." And my mate and I, we were doing the sound and the effects. Were behind the musical director, and she's getting them to sing this. And as they were singing "Swing Low," we were doing all the hand signals. And of course, they all started laughing, didn't they? And then she turned round, the musical director, and Roger and I were sitting there on our computers, and nothing happened outside. Then she went back again, and then we did it all again. So it was very funny.
Tanya's got plenty of snow. How much snow have you got in Tanya?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tanya's in Philadelphia. Yeah, I guess I know why, Tanya. And I hope that went as well as it could have.
Yeah, yeah.
But
indeed.
hopefully you're not. You can get a flight back home.
But you've got snow, haven't you?
No, it's gone now, Mark.
No, it's gone.
Pretty much, it's mostly just big chunks of ice now, Jackie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently got snow in Margate. Oh, it's the wrong Margate, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I was going to go
We have
down
snow
here
down
tomorrow.
here.
No, it's Ron's Margate.
It's
Not,
a wrong
not yours.
Margate, yeah.
Ron's
Oh, well.
Margate, yeah,
Oh, well.
yeah.
I think Spain's had more snow than us, haven't they?
Yeah,
Not in my bit.
we haven't had any at the moment.
No.
It's been very cold though, Kim. Very cold.
Yes,
Yes,
it was
I
like
have- I have
15
heard that.
degrees.
It's still snowing.
Yeah. I don't know whether we're going to get any.
Well, we've got was it was it Corrie? Is it
Yeah, Storm Curry.
Storm Corrie? Yeah,
Storm
Corrie.
Malik before it.
that's not going
That's
to
the one
bring
that,
any
was
snow.
that the one
though,
that
I think.
hit up further north yesterday.
Yeah,
That was
I
Malik.
know today, wasn't it?
Yeah, Malik was yesterday, and Curry was today. But
I
it,
didn't
it's
see
all
today.
further north than us, Kim. We didn't get the
When's
effect.
EastEnders?
Well, we
Corrie,
were only, so
yeah.
it weren't that bad.
Oh, but that'll be so we're going to see. We're going to need something D that's probably going to be called David. Double EastEnders.
They're going all through the letters again, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me years to work that out, you know, to actually do it when alphabetically.
Alphabetical, isn't it? Yeah.
They might
Exactly,
do
no,
one
it's-
with Storm Steve, then it'll be Storm Terry, Storm Marcus, Storm
No.
Kev, Storm Kim,
Tornado Terry.
Storm Jackie,
Tornado Terry.
Tornado Terry, yeah.
Well, we've come up to that time again, and I don't know where the time's gone tonight. Really don't. Was this?
We haven't talked much about drones. We must apologise.
We talked a lot. We talked a lot about drones.
Well, in the last 5 minutes, yeah.
Oh, Ray Kelly.
Ray Kelly. So,
Wow.
Marcus, the star of Ray
in the
Kelly shows
comments.
to tune in. What time is that, Marcus, tomorrow? Ray's show.
I think it's like noon my time. So yeah. So I don't. Ray, put the showtime in the chat.
Yeah.
I'll be
That'd
in
be
bed.
about 7 p.m.
Marcus is
then.
getting on with it now.
2 p.m.
He's
East
probably
Coast.
forgotten.
Or you could actually check out the actual timetable that Johnny very kindly done, so we put it into the on the Drone Seekers website, because it's great, because there's more and more shows. It just amazed me how he live
That's
streams
the
all
idea.
over drones.
So many shows, isn't there?
Rose.
Yeah.
We'll keep on going. We're coming up for a second year. Boom, in April.
In April.
April's our second year. Second anniversary.
It's gone quick.
Yeah.
Mm.
Gone really quick.
Where does it go when you? It seemed like 5 minutes ago, so we had a 1 year show, didn't it? Really. But there we are.
Hands up if you haven't missed a show.
Joe was very good. We know Marcus was one of the reasons we
I
could
don't know
buy.
if I might have done.
That's true.
Now, Patrick, don't stop.
I owe it all to Daragold and Metal Gold.
There we are.
Medal gold.
And Ernie, who had the fastest milk cart in the West, and his horse's name was Trigger.
Trigger.
Right, Kev.
Yeah. I like
Yep.
your wheels, Marcus. I like your wheels that you've got. That
Yeah.
is it a 4x4?
My
Your truck.
Chevy Tahoe. It is
Yes.
4-wheel drive.
Excuse me, Marcus.
Have you seen it?
He's held that for as long as he could.
I want a car like that.
Hey, it is a phenomenal piece of equipment, Kim. 420 horsepower. It's like
Yeah.
it's like driving around in
Ridiculous
your
strength.
living room.
Where are you going to need that strength, a man of your age?
Yeah.
And listen, I'm just one guy driving around in it, so it's not.
Thank you, Ray.
Environmentally, it's horrible, but I do love it.
It is
Oh,
a
look,
lot.
6
Very nice.
p.m.
6
Eastern.
p.m.
So what is that for us, Marcus? 6 p.m. Eastern? I don't know.
We
I
got
think
we got picked up by one of those, Marcus, when we were in New York.
Did you?
Yeah. There was a guy did like a private chauffeur thing, and my God, I couldn't believe how big they are inside.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah. It's got plenty of room,
I had to shout at the driver, "Hello over there!"
and most of the time it's just me in it.
Jerry wants your Corvette. Oh, no, what's this? 11 p.m. Thank you, Karen.
I'm just looking forward to seeing you racing that, Marcus. I tell you, I think it'll be phenomenal.
The Corvette.
Yeah.
Corvette.
Oh
You'll
yeah.
be standing there with our Union Jacks, waving them.
Yes.
I could if you want me to.
Pardon? You'd what?
Yeah, we could. I could put a Union Jack on the aerial or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
do it.
The Drone Seekers.
It doesn't have an aerial. though.
Put a Drone Seeker t-shirt on there.
Yeah.
Right, it's coming that time again. So thanks for our guest, Kim. Thank you very much for coming in and joining us
It's been a
again,
pleasure.
should I say. And so from me and everyone else, say goodbye, children. See you next
Bye.
week. Take care. Have a good week. Take care.